UK bans under-16s from using social media apps including TikTok and YouTube. Add AP News as your preferred source to see more of our stories on Google. Add AP News on Google. Add AP News as your preferred source to see more of our stories on Google. Share London app. Britain will ban children aged under 16 from using a range of social media apps including Snapchat, TikTok, and YouTube to protect them from harmful content and excessive screen time, Prime Minister Keir Starmer said Monday. The ban, which is expected to take effect early next year, makes the UK part of a growing global movement to tighten online safety for children. Australia, Canada, Brazil, and Indonesia have introduced legislation or announced age-based restrictions or requirements for children's access to social media. France, Spain, Denmark, Thailand, and South Korea are among others studying or developing similar approaches. Every parent can see it with their own eyes. Social media is making children unhappy, said Starmer, who has 2 teenage children. I've heard firsthand from families crying out for change, and we will do right by them. The plan was met with mixed reaction, with some praising Starmer for taking action and others questioning the effectiveness of a blanket ban. YouTube and Meta, the parent company of Facebook and Instagram, warned Monday that a blanket social media restriction could push kids into unregulated spaces. Blanket bans push kids out of such curated, supervised, beneficial experiences and towards anonymous, less safe services, a YouTube spokesperson said. Meta said a ban could drive teens to online alternatives without any parental controls. Read more. Starmer acknowledged the challenges and said some teens would try to find their way around a ban, but said, "I do believe we can enforce it." He added, "Teenagers drink before they should, but we do not then say, in which case let us abandon any attempt to stop them buying alcohol." The Prime Minister, who is under pressure to step down from members of his own party over what they see as poor leadership and could face a challenge from within his Labour Party in the coming days or weeks, said he is not prepared to compromise on the safety and happiness of our children. Starmer says the UK will go further than Australia. The UK plans to follow the same model for a social media ban as Australia, which last year became the first country to bar under-16s from holding social media accounts. Platforms that fail to take reasonable steps to exclude children younger than 16 could be punished with multi-million-dollar fines. The UK said its ban will apply to platforms including Snapchat, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and X, but not YouTube Kids or messaging services like WhatsApp and Signal. Starmer stressed that enforcement action will target tech companies, not children. He said the move was a big moment for our country, adding that he will go further than Australia's measures. Sign up for Morning Wire. Our flagship newsletter breaks down the biggest headlines of the day. Email address. Sign up by checking this box. You agree to AP's terms of use and acknowledge that AP may collect and use your data pursuant to our privacy policy. The government will also act to prevent strangers from contacting children on gaming and live streaming platforms, Starmer said. AI chatbots designed to simulate romantic or sexual relationships with users will be restricted to over 18s only, and authorities are also considering additional measures including overnight curfews and breaks in infinite scrolling for those under 18. More details are expected next month. Some skepticism over whether a ban will work. The decision follows a public comment period in which the government received 116,000 responses from parents, the tech industry, and children. More than 90% of respondents wanted an under-16 ban, the government said. Ellen Room, a children's online safety campaigner whose son took his own life at 14 years old, welcomed the move. She believes her son died after an online challenge went wrong and has campaigned for legal reforms to give parents access to children's social media accounts after their death. The tech companies, if they wanted to make changes, they could have done that by now. They've chosen not to do it, she said. We need to come down hard on them. If they are not going to do it, we need to be very strict. But others say research in Australia has shown that age verification is difficult to enforce, and that a blanket ban fails to address a deeper problem, the way social media algorithms push harmful content to young people. This is far too easy to work around. It is based on age verification tools that have been shown to be ineffective to date, said Kate Edwards, head of education at the Molly Rose Foundation, which was set up in memory of 14-year-old Molly Russell, who took her own life after being exposed to self-harm content online. It does nothing to address the actual problem itself, the harmful algorithms, the harmful content that is existing on those platforms, Edwards added. A Meta statement said it shares the goal of keeping teens safe online and that it now features teen accounts to automatically limit who can contact them and the content they see. Like others, we don't think bans will achieve this goal, Meta said, adding that Australia had shown how bans risk isolating teens from